Hello, YouTube vinyl community. Mark My here, Captain Mark. Um, we're gonna do a vinyl finds. I haven't done a vinyl finds in a while. Mostly because I've been um, really not getting a whole bunch of stuff, or I would get so much stuff that I just knew I wouldn't be able to make a movie out of it anyway. One of the things that I'm referring to is I went to there's a record store not too far from where I live. They were having a sale last weekend, not the Labor Day weekend, the previous one, and it was Friday. There's a special section. They bring out picnic tables, put them outside. They put in these U-Haul cardboard boxes, just ton of stuff on the table, even under the table. And on Friday it's $1 a piece. Saturday it's 2 for $1, and then Sunday they're 4 for $1. So as it turns out, a friend of mine not far from where I live here, just a couple blocks over, was having a garage sale on Saturday. No, I'm sorry, on Saturday. And then Saturday evening we were going to jazz festival in a little town not far from here called Lewiston. Free jazz festival, free concerts and everything. So we definitely were going to do that. So Saturday I knew I couldn't go. Friday we went out for dinner, and then afterwards I was just not feeling it, so I decided to stay home. But Sunday I definitely wanted to go. 4 for $1. I had to go. So I got a kind of a late start, and I started digging. I think it was about 2 o'clock. No, it was about 1:30 I started digging. And was finding stuff, being a little, 4 for $1. I mean, you could go crazy. I mean, it's 25 cents each. So, but I rode my bicycle, so I knew I wanted to stay within a certain limit. 20 albums actually was my limit, because I was going to be carrying them in a backpack on my bicycle. I didn't want to overweight too much, and then be killing myself to get home. So I was picking and everything. I went in to pay, and I just because I knew it was only $5, I figured let's go and take a look around in some of the bins inside. Pay regular price for some couple items. That'd be cool too. So I set down the records, and I started looking through, and I kind of got to the point where I was like, all right, look, I got 20 albums as it is. I don't want to go too crazy here. Alright, so I went up to pay, and it happened to be at just after 3 o'clock. And the guy said, okay, you taking these albums? I said, yeah. He goes, okay, well, have a good one. Have a nice day. I said, I haven't paid for them yet. And he says, after 3 o'clock, everything is free. They just want to get rid of stuff. I was so flabbergasted. I went back and I got another 8 more from the free bins. Now they're free bins. So I put them in my backpack, jumped on my bike, went home, came home. I said to my wife, "You're never going to believe this." She says, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I already picked what I." So what? Go back in the car and get some more. Okay. So I went back and I got another 40 records free. So 68 records really free. So I can't show them all, but I'm sure I'm going to use a bunch of them in my show, and so at some point everybody will get to see them. But in the meantime, I did do a little shopping at a different store. I'm sorry, at the garage sale, and then I also went to one of my favorite thrift stores, not far from my house here, Amvets. So I'm going to show those. All right, we're going to start with the garage sale. They were $2 a piece. So I got the first one here, I don't even know what label this is on, now that I'm thinking about it. This is called the Flying Dutchman, is the record label. And this is Richard Groove Holmes, I'm in the Mood for Love. And Groove Holmes is a organ player, Hammond B3. Some of the tunes that are on here, I'm in the Mood for Love, obviously. This is the Me, not the You. I've Got Love for You. The Sweet Georgia Brown, Morning Child, Reaching the Preacher, and then Caravan. There's also another one here. Non-Kulu Niku. But some great players on here. We got Eric Gale on guitar, Melvin Roach on drums. Let me see here. John Faddis and Lou Soloff, trumpets. Buddy Terry, tenor saxophone. I'm just trying to pick out some others here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a couple of tunes that have vocals, and just like a background vocals. So it's gonna be a good one, nice jazzy one. I'll be able to use on the show. This is an RCA Victor Dynagroove, the standard Sonny Rollins and Company, and this has got the big not for sale stamp. I don't know if it's a white label or not. Nope. But at least it was stamped out that it's not for sale and it's promotional use only. But it's in great shape. I mean, look how nice and clean. And for $2, I'll take it. This is actually a twofer. This is on the Globetrotter. What? I'm sorry. Global Stone? Sorry. Global Stone. But this is volume 3 and 4. I don't have volume 1 and 2, so now I'm going to have to go and find it. Newport in New York, 1972, the Jam Sessions. Some of the names here on the back. Nat Adderley, Art Blakey, Gary Burton, Jackie Beard, George Duke, Harry Edison, Dexter Gordon, Herbie Hancock, Chubby Jackson, Illinois Jacquette, Bud Johnson, Elvin Jones, Rashawn Roland Kirk, Howard McGee, Al McKibben, James Moody, Jerry Mulligan, Joe Newman, Flip Phillips, Larry Ridley, Zoot Sims, Jimmy Smith, Sonny Stitt, Clark Terry, Chuck Wayne, Tony Williams, and Kai Winding. So, wow, what an all-star jam session. This is going to be unbelievable. So I can't wait to listen to this. Again, this is 2 LPs, 4-sider. So moving on, we've got here a Black Lion. This is Coleman Hawkins, Bud Powell, Hawk in Germany. Fantastic. Again, still has the plastic on it, nice and new and clean looking, and a little, on the edge there's always some little bit of wear. Pablo Today. I'm a big fan of Pablo, and there is actually a friend, Facebook friend, created a Facebook page that was specifically for Pablo Records. So I'll take a picture of this and post this on here. It's called Happy People is the name of the album. It's by Paulino da Costa. It's a great percussionist. So this I'm sure is going to be some Latin feeling or even Brazilian feeling. Deja Vu, Take It On Up, Love Till the End of Time, Seeing Is Believing, Dream Flow, Carnival of Colors, Let's Get Together, Happy People, and Put Your Mind on Vacation. Some of the other players here, we've got You know, no, Chuck Findley. Really, nobody too famous, unfortunately. But oh wait a minute, Larry Carlton. That's not bad. But yeah, definitely adding to my Pablo collection. I do have a. I'm trying to. Not that I'm a completist, but there are certain things that I know I like, so I try to get as many of them as I can, and that's Pablo is definitely one of them. All right, this one is called. This one is on the Griffin label, and it is recorded in concert at the Village Vanguard, February 1980. This features Clark Terry and Bob Brookmeyer. Excuse me. But this is Bob Brookmeyer, composer arranger, and it stars the Mel Lewis and his jazz orchestra. And it says, with special guest appearance by Clark Terry and Bob Brookmeyer. So that's pretty cool. But I imagine what it is it's mostly just you know, Mel Lewis and his orchestra playing the Bob Brookmeyer songbook, we'll call it. So, very cool. All right, this one is a Prestige, and it was originally labeled for $8 that he was selling it at probably a previous garage sale. And I think I actually saw it and I was like, for $8, I'll pass on it. And sure enough, I was able to get it now that he had the $2 sale, garage sale. This is Brother Jack McDuff live. We have Jack McDuff on organ, Red Holloway guitar, tenor, George Benson guitar, and Joe Dukes drums. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait. Rock Candy, It Ain't Necessarily So, Sanctified Samba, Whistle While You Work, A Real Good'n, and then Undecided. And it's, again, it's not in the greatest shape, but for a Prestige, I will take it because it is fairly good. Alright. Then, this one here is Pacific Jazz Records. It's called Freedom Sound, and it's the Jazz Crusaders. And it's a little rough shape, but Jazz Crusaders, I've just sort of discovered them. I really never listened to them too much before, but the last couple of things I've heard by them, really enjoyed it, and I thought this would be something good to put on the show, so I went and got it. Alright, so one that I'm really excited about, again, $2, I couldn't believe I found it. This is Roland Kirk, We Free Kings, 1961. This is on the Special Collector Series Trip Jazz. And it's in really good shape. I mean, there's a little bit of seam wear right on this corner here. Again, there's a lot of, it looks like just discoloration around the edge from touching it. But the vinyl's in really great shape and everything else is in really good shape too, so I took it. Alright. And last but not least, we have Milestones record. This is James Moody. It's called Moody and the Brass Figures. And it's in really good shape. I also, it's in plastic. So that was one of the things that I was kind of surprised. For $2, what a deal. Alright, so then this last part we'll go through pretty quickly. Again, this was over at Amvets. They're 99 cents a piece over at Amvets. So we got a Phase 4, London Phase 4. This is The Great Strauss Waltzes by Werner Muller. Another Phase 4, London. This is Admundo Ross and the Latin King. Actually, it just says Admundo Ross, the Latin King, not and the Latin King. So these are really great. These are nice gatefolds, bright colors. The material that they use, the lamination and everything, help protect these. They stay beautiful for a very long time. Alright, and then I normally don't get these just because generally what I'm doing is I'm getting I'm trying to complete my command set, but these are these are basically compilations by command of command. So this is volume 8. It's in good shape. 99 cents, why not? Alright, this is one I have a lot of Chuck Mangione, but I didn't have this one. This is 70 Miles Young. And this actually has, let's go down the other side too. This actually has the vocal version of his hit Feel So Good, and then it also has Cannonball Run theme. So, worth it. And let me just see, that was on A&M. Alright. And we got a fantasy label here. This is Stanley Turrentine, What About You? Still has the original plastic on it, so it's in great shape. And I'm just looking, 1978, so there should be some funky stuff on here. Alright, then a vocalist. This is on Dr. Jazz label. Teresa Brewer, American Music Box Volume 1, The Songs of Irving Berlin. And again, still with the original plastic on it, so it's going to be in great shape. And we have Joe Morello. Yes, Joe Morello of the Dave Brubeck Quartet fame. Again, 99 cents. It's About Time is the name of it. And this is on, I'm just trying to look and see what the... Oh, it's an RCA Victor. Wow. How did I miss that? Okay. And it says here, for the first time on his own, the drummer and other drummers listen to... Oh, wait. The drummer that other drummers listen to, and the jazz poll voters vote for. Joe Morello with his sextet and orchestra. A couple of tunes here. Father Time, Summertime, Time After Time, Every Time, Mother Time, Time on My Hands, Every Time We Say Goodbye, I Didn't Know What Time It Was, and Just in Time. See? It's about time. Get it? So, very happy with this. This is a very cool one. And again, 99 cents as thrift stores. Alright, another great one that I'm happy to have. It's not in such great shape, at least the cover anyways, but I looked at the vinyl, it looks nice and clean. I can definitely use that. This is JJ In Person. And it's the J.J. Johnson Quintet, and this is on Columbia. And it's got some masking tape here on this edge. And it looks like probably some water damage at the bottom, which is why probably some people passed on it. In fact, I get some magic eraser, see if I can't clean that up a little bit. But, you know, other than that, like I said, the vinyl's in really good shape. It's just that the sleeve looks a little crappy. And again, that's why probably it was sitting there. That's why I got so lucky and find it, because people pass it up when they see it in that condition. Alright. Then we have, this is again another RCA, and this is Barney Bigard and his orchestra clarinet gumbo. This is in really good shape. I'm surprised that I found that one too. Alright, and then last but not least, we got two LP set here, and it's called Songs for a Summer Night, It is not a gatefold, but the records are separated. There's a divider in between. And it's just a Columbia record, but it's basically just a who's who of all different kinds of stars that recorded for Columbia. Julie Andrews, Doris Day, Robert Goulet, the New Christie Minstrels, Marty Robbins, Patti Page, Edie Gourmet, Tony Bennett, Mahalia Jackson, Barbara Streisand, Leslie Uggams, Jerry Valley, Frankie Lane, Jimmy Dean, Oscar Brown Jr., the Brothers Four, Anita Bryant, Aretha Franklin, Dion, Steve Lawrence, Andy Williams, Earl Wrightson, and Mitch Miller and gang. There we go. And on the pictures on the back of all the artists that I just mentioned. Very cool. Alright, so that's it. And we'll see. Next time I might have some other cool stuff. But right now I'm probably just going to go ahead and record my companion video for my latest episode of my podcast. So have a good one, everybody, and thanks for watching. Sorry it's been so long since I did a vinyl finds, but I hope you enjoyed this one.